The Little Pale Girl has been a Terrifier fan favorite since her first appearance in the Terrifier 2 film. And since she was such a popular character amongst the fan base, this left a lot of fans wondering why she wasn't in the Terrifier 3 movie. Luckily, if you are also wondering that same exact question, then I have the answer for you today in this video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Haydxn, and today we are going to be taking a deep dive into why the Little Pale Girl was not present in Terrifier 3. So without further ado, go ahead and grab yourself a snack and a drink, sit tight, and let's get into it. So like I said at the beginning of the video, the Little Pale Girl is a fan favorite. Everybody in the franchise really liked this character and they couldn't wait to get more backstory on who exactly she was. Unfortunately for us, we did not get any backstory on who she was personally, but we did find out a little bit more about this entity that was driving her to be this insane force. As we saw in Terrifier 2, the Little Pale Girl seemed to be one of Art the Clown's assistants. She seemed to help him out in times of need. It seemed like she was helping him make phone calls with fake voices to lure victims into the Terrifier, and at the end of the movie she even picked up Art the Clown's decapitated head and walked off into the distance. And as we know, Victoria in the mental asylum ended up rebirthing Art the Clown's head. And then from Terrifier 3 we saw what else happened. But this shows us that there is a very strong connection between the Little Pale Girl and Vicky. Not only did both of their eyes glow yellow at the same time while Vicky was number 1 in the mental asylum and the Little Pale Girl was picking up Art the Clown's head at the Terrifier, but the resemblance of the Little Pale Girl picking up his head and then Victoria further giving birth to his head, that shows us that these are actually the same entity in two different vessels. A fan favorite theory from Terrifier 2 is that the Little Pale Girl was actually a victim of Art the Clown's, and the reason that she is evil is the same reason that Vicky is evil, because Art the Clown did something so insane and so intense to her, it ended up turning her into this demon. But it looks like the truth behind it is that the Little Pale Girl herself is just another vessel, just like Vicky was another vessel for this demonic entity possessing them, further helping Art the Clown. Although they were two completely different people in two different spots at the same time, this demonic entity that was somehow possessing both of them at the same time is what connects them together. So while yes, we didn't have the Little Pale Girl in Terrifier 3, we did have Vicky, who was essentially the same thing as the Little Pale Girl. I think that one of many reasons that they didn't want the Little Pale Girl to return and they just wanted Vicky to take this mantle up is because Vicky is a full-grown adult, so seeing her do things alongside Art the Clown in Terrifier 3 was number 1, a little bit more realistic, and number 2, not far as drawn out as if a kid were to be doing the things that Art the Clown does. It just made it a little bit more creepy and a little bit more menacing to see a full-grown adult in Vicky carrying out these attacks with Art the Clown as compared to what it would have been with the Little Pale Girl. Because if you think back, the little girl didn't really have any kill scenes. She didn't really have any like terribly violent scenes. A lot of her parts were just to pop up out of nowhere and kind of scare people, or like I said, to use a fake voice and lure people into separate places. But with a full adult in Vicky, we were actually able to span out and get more things like violence, kill scenes, just more stuff of that nature. I think another reason that the Little Pale Girl didn't return in 3 is because she's actually grown up quite a lot since Terrifier 2, and maybe the actress that played her originally isn't going to be able to play a little girl anymore. I know with special effects and with a lot of anti-aging stuff, then anything could be possible, but maybe Damien Leone just wanted to go this way for those two reasons, and probably many other reasons that we don't even know yet. I don't know if we'll ever see the return of the Little Pale Girl, considering Vicky's death at the end of Terrifier 3. Like I said, Victoria died, but the demonic entity inside of the vessel of Victoria might not be dead. When Vicky died at the end of Terrifier 3 and opened up this portal to hell throughout the floor, and Sienna's niece fell through the portal, maybe the demonic entity detached itself from Vicky, opened up that portal, and maybe it's going to go somewhere like Sienna's niece, maybe it's going to go to Jonathan if Jonathan is actually dead, and maybe it's just going to continue to latch onto whoever it can until Art the Clown is finally defeated. Or maybe when Victoria died, the demon entity died with her. As I said in my Terrifier 3 review video, Art the Clown looked the most human that we have ever seen him. So maybe with this demonic entity dead, Art the Clown is actually human, and there's there's nothing else for this demonic entity to latch onto, meaning that the next time him and Sienna, or him and whoever it is that eventually kills him, fight, maybe he is dead for good. I would like to see the return of the little girl in some sort of fashion, even if it's just a little bit of backstory, maybe a flashback showing what happened to her and her family when they did encounter Art the Clown. But we all want the demonic little pale girl. We all want it. We all want to see more of it. Like I said, it was a fan favorite, and a lot of people are upset that we did not get her in Terrifier 3. But hopefully these reasons that I gave you in this video today just cleared it up a little bit, because a lot of people had no understanding. They didn't know why they would go this route or why it makes sense to go this route. But with the reasons that I stated, it does make a lot of sense why Damien Leone would want to choose this route instead. But at the same time, I understand wanting to see more of the little pale girl and her backstory, so I can completely understand both sides of this argument. What do you guys think about not having the little girl in Terrifier 3? Are you bummed about it? Do you understand the concept? Are you excited to not see her again? Maybe you hated the character. Let me know down in the comments below all of your thoughts and opinions. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope it cleared up a little more for you and it made it a little bit easier to understand if you had some questions about the little pale girl yourself. If you did, then please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you are going to subscribe to the channel, then you might as well click that notification bell as well, because it is literally right there next to that subscribe button. My name is Haydxn. It was an absolute pleasure having you here on the channel, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace!